Can you hear me? If there's anybody in the chat, I bet you I've been talking this whole time on mute. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I held the cards up to the camera. Hopefully anybody who is watching could see that. Real quick. We had the Eight of Spring, which is represented by the bee. You've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. Five of Spring, don't take clashes with others personally. If it's worth your energy, go ahead and take it on. But otherwise, steer clear of anything that's not worth your time and energy. Siamese cat, don't let your ego stand in the way. So I was just talking about how I'm job hunting. So if you're job hunting and you're presented with what seems like a low offer to you, remember that with the Chariot, that, there are different ways to a solution or to happiness. So, go online and watch, read some articles or watch YouTube videos on how to negotiate outside of what you would consider a lower salary to get to a happy place as far as a new role or a new job or a house or whatever you're negotiating for. I like this card because it's like the horses are in the chariot. So it's like you're going to get there no matter what. So whoever is pulling that chariot, if it's you or the horses, you're going to get to that destination. It's sheer will and determination. And you deserve everything that you get at the end of that journey. Okay. So sorry, I think the audio was off. And then this is the crazy deck that some people who, watch frequently know about. And we pulled out some cards. And this is like an ill luck card, but I think it's describing sort of what we're moving on from. And then we got the number 15 or the king. It's the letter. So it's a sign of good tidings when near. And it could be unexpected good fortune. So we will take it. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for chatting, and thank you for letting me know you can hear. I'm sorry the video isn't perfect. The adapter that I was looking for, that my son, I'm sure knows where it is. I can't seem to find it, so I had to use the camera from the laptop versus the one I have this fancy setup ready for everybody, and I can't use it. Okay. So 52, the shepherd indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. Okay, so it looks like we're getting our mojo back. So those who have been job hunting like me, we are going to be getting good news. We're going to be getting, in our initial reading with the animal tarot cards, it said that we're going to get a bunch of different offers all at once. So, so I think we're just getting our mojo back, that intense love of life and strong, fellow feeling. I think that's a great way to explain wow, okay, we're finally feeling, empowered again, in our zone, we're doing something that we're really great at and we're getting recognized for it. So job hunting still nothing, I thought I had a couple where I'd at least get an offer, and nothing. They didn't choose me. And then so I've just been applying and talking to headhunters about different contracts just to keep me going, but nothing yet. I thought I got my master's degree thinking it would be the answer to a lot of things, and it seems to be the one thing that people say no to because they think that I'm overqualified or that I won't want the salary they'll offer or something. I just but again, it's just I'm trying to communicate differently. I'm trying to add cover letters that explain my career trajectory, and that I'm looking to what I'm looking for. So I don't know. I did get a couple of good emails today. They seem like I got and when you get a hunch that it might turn into something more. So fingers crossed. Yes, thank you for your your kind words there. That's great. It does help. um, how's everything with you? I haven't seen you in a few weeks, so yeah, please like fill me in the chat. I'll just keep doing these, and then you let me know if anything specific, or if you have a question, or if you want me to expand upon anything here. But I have all my decks out, so I was we finally got through the move. I have all the different decks available, so we don't have to do those same 2 decks all the time. So this is more fun. And then this big ball of selenite I just went to Salem, Mass for a few days with a friend of mine, and $28 for this big huge ball of selenite. So I'm like, oh, it looks like a crystal ball. I'll use it for my YouTube. So, and it cleans the energy. It just like pumps out good vibes. So I'm loving it. All right, I'm just trying to read the chat and not like you're right. It's all good. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, so we're both like in that same like holding pattern, but feeling like something's going to shift soon. And that's what the cards are saying. So I think we're going to, so the bear, number 50, the bear is a sign of successful speculations. I think we're doing good. And this is the deck that tells no lies. My goodness. Can I tell you, I used this deck when I first got it, and I was just reading and like talking out loud without really realizing, you know, kind of how intense the message was getting. And, you know, a woman who was watching, she said it like perfectly described the scenario that she had with a loved one who had like heart issues, and they were in the hospital, and like, oh, it was just like a scary reading about like someone's health, and then they're having heart attacks. And so I'm like, I like this deck because it's like, it definitely gives us entertainment value, but at the same time, I don't want to foretell anything that's going to be stressful, or, you know, like too intense for someone. But so, okay. So the bright side towards us, which the bright side is towards the camera, ensures domestic happiness. So also the number 7, number 25, which also equals 7. Interesting. Okay, I won't do too many more of these. Do you have any questions? So let's see. Looks nice. Thank you. Yeah. You know, the setup is good. I just, I wish I had the right. So if I don't find the adapter, I'm going to have to Amazon one. Is that a verb? That's a verb now, Amazoning something. So I'm going to have to Amazon myself an adapter so we can enjoy the YouTube setup that we all deserve. All right. All right. All right. So we have, yeah, marriage, keen interest taken in us. So if somebody may be looking at our resumes or our LinkedIn's, considering setting up interviews for those who are job hunting like us. Okay, the park foretells a new love is very near. A lot of the times when they say new love, like I'd say that like the Suit of Cups, like it can also be a new relationship, a business, a friendship. It can be any relationship. So that works out. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna quit it with this deck for a little bit and pull out something else. Should I take a job in, yes, take a job in the pet food industry. Do you love animals? Do you have animals? Here, okay. And you know what? We are using the animal deck, and I have an animal. This deck is called Tarot Familiars, and so I have 2 animal decks, and I picked that not knowing that you'd be here and asking me questions about pet food industry. How interesting. So this deck is probably the most, like it doesn't have a book. Like, I mean, it really, it's kind of like the most, probably the, like, not good card stock. It's just, I don't want to call it cheap because it's not, but my goodness, they fly out of my hands and they always have an accurate message. But, so we have justice. So it seems like, yeah, you're going to be, and then look at that cat just staring at you. Like if the kitty holds the key, and it says Pandora's box. So, let me clarify, because but anytime you have justice, it means like good things will be following suit, like that have to do with paperwork, contracts. Like if things are fair, like if you have lawsuits going, you'll win, or things will balance out. So you think it could be a Libra. That's the number 8. see what else. Guess if I know, like the tarot things. I think the tarot like influenced me to do all pet stuff tonight. So maybe that's your sign, you know. The Magician. So we have the number one. Anytime you have the Magician card, it's like you have the power of all four suits. So you have all the elements, you know, there for you to, like, if you lean into your emotions and you need to know how you feel, like everything you need is right there, and it's like you'll get an accurate understanding of how you feel. If it's do you need intuition? Do you need motivation? Do you need ideas? Do you need creativity? Do you need so those are the wands. So you have a wand right there. And then, is the money going to be good? Will it give you the things you need to feel stable? Like, will you be able to advance in your career? Will it, so that's there. And then the swords, like, will you be able to, will you be set up correctly to do the job well? We have the right technology you need. Will you be able to communicate well with the people you work with? Will there be opportunities to, train and truly, understand your core duties and really do the best job you can through the onboarding process and maybe training process. So I don't know, I'm getting good vibes over it. The Magician, it's kind of like it's up to you, but anything that you decide you need, you'll have it. Like, that's how I see the Magician. So it's really just a matter of you saying, here's what I need to be successful. And then they're like, okay, well, we agree with you. And then here's some extra stuff, like take it and run. So that would be thrilling. Plus, if you have animals, then, the perks you get help with the food. Okay. So the Knight of Cups. And then here's an owl. So this is lending wisdom. It's like you're looking down a road. You see a lot of bright light at the end of the road. So if you're in the woods now trying to decide where to go, this is the beginning, of a positive road for you. And then the Knight of Cups, the Knight signals an offer. So you will be made an offer. In the beginning, like, we got a lot of cards based on negotiating, and figuring out, you feel like you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. So it's like, so that's where the Magician's coming in for you. So you got to really think about, what makes me happy? What motivates me? And like, just because it's not within a specific industry that you might have considered your comfort zone in the past, doesn't mean that you still can't apply all your best strengths and really wow them, and maybe even surprise yourself with, what you learn and how you can grow within a different industry using that same skill set. So, and guess might be faded. Yeah, I think that's good. If you get in and they need let's see, I'm in communications, C-suite executive assistants, chief of staff, like program management, operations. Yeah, if you need somebody like me, I will give me an Instagram message and I'll send you my resume. I would just have to be remote. I don't know that we even live in the same country. Okay, so High Priestess, yeah, really use your judgment. And then this is also, I guess it'll be a nod to me. And then number two, we've paired up before as trying to figure out a plan. And, you can just trust your gut, trust your instincts. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, let's see. Well, okay, good luck to you, Arisen. Amanda, hi, welcome back. Yes, absolutely. Ask a question. Let's do a reading for you. I'm going to, while you put your question in the chat, I'm going to pull an oracle card. These are the coolest cards. It's called Earthly Souls and Spirit Moon Oracle, and they are, there's an artist named Terry Foss that lives in upstate New York, and she's sort of, her art is very popular with the woo crowd. So she did an oracle deck, so I bought it as soon as it was manufactured and done. Otherwise it was so expensive. But look how pretty these are. Enchanted joyous, hope, imagine, prosperity. So I'm going to pull one for us just as like an overall theme. I do have to use the book though. Hope. Hope and faith. And then, how beautiful. Here, let me put it where you can see it. Here. There you go. Hope. Probably should learn my alphabet. Okay. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words that never stops at all. Emily Dickinson. Okay. Hope, courage, strength. Something to hope for, someone to love, and something you stand passionate about. These are momentous gifts. They let you know that you are here on this earth, living and breathing, if not for hope and the spirit to better yourself and humankind. Then life would have emptiness. It takes bravery, courage, and strength to forge forward and make our world a better place for today and the days to come. The work we all put in now will pave the way for our future generations. Children will grow up and know that hope truly does exist because you had the hope and turned your dreams into a reality for their generation. Continue to lead by example. So an intention you can set is to remember your roots, where you came from and what you stand for. Be patient and proactive and know that miracles do exist. And that's sweet. I love this deck. It's very, high level, but I still think it's nice. All right. Here we go. Thank you. Oh, very best to you too, RSN. Thanks for joining. It's nice to see you again. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so Amanda, if you're just joining, I'm just reading my chat at a really weird angle, so forgive me. What's the Pisces feelings and thoughts about you? You met him early September. Okay. Yeah, they are pretty cards. It is a beautiful oracle message. All right, let's see. Let's see what this Pisces thinks. You met him in September, or them in September. All right. Let's check that out. I might have to get the other deck out. This one can be a little clunky. How is Amanda doing with her Pisces? Pisces are water signs. If I remember correctly, are you a Sagittarius? I don't remember. I know that we had a talk about like being young and sort of like having fun, open and free. I think that was like what, a month or two ago. If that's, I'm pretty sure that was you. I might be confusing you with someone else. If I am, I'm sorry. But let me know what your astrology sign is. Just remind me. All right. All right. So we have the Queen of Autumn, thoughtful, caring, creative, ingenious, Belgian hair. You'll be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. I don't know if this is like for you, like after this card. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. All right. So that's a pretty cool card. But this is also an earth sign, so something that's tangible. Like somebody, so it could represent a person in your world that's very practical. Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Yeah, you're a Sag. Yep. Oh, you're gonna email me? Please do. Okay, so we got the Queen of Autumn for you as your first card, but let me, so I'm thinking so maybe that's advice to me on how to give advice to you, honestly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to grab a different deck. Okay. Let me use this one. Oh, it's already flying out. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so, Six of Pentacles is like, so it's generous, it's overt. There's really good energy between the two of you. They definitely give you a lot of attention. You like that. Like I said, the vibe is good. Like it's overflowing. It's tactical. You can feel it. So that is exciting. All right. What else? does she need to know about the Pisces? 8 of Wands. It's probably moving fast for you. I don't know, like or fast for one of you. So it could be travel involved. That might not just mean that it's moving fast, but it also might mean that maybe you're planning on going, like you want to travel together, or maybe go on vacation, do an overnight, something like that, somewhere fun. Meet the parents, like fast in that way, like just moving to the next step fast. Okay. Let me see what else. How does she feel? This also might be like one of you. So one of you or both of you are giving each other, like, there's like a, I don't know if there's a balance there. Like definitely one person's giving more energy than the other. Like but there's a lot of energy, so there's a good vibe. One of you is like moving faster than the other, but because of the good energy, like it's okay. Can I ask RSN? Yes, you can do it. Let me finish that. Yep. Put it in the chat. We'll figure it out after this one. Okay, so you might be holding back because of, or the other person could be holding back because of like a previous heartbreak, or like maybe something sad happened in their world. Like I know you're young, so if like say they lost a grandparent or a parent, or like there's just something like in the way that they were brought up that sort of like hinders their, like they had no one to mirror as far as relationships go. So, you know, it's like you don't really know what the next step looks like because you've never really seen it modeled for you in a positive way. Other than, and then you don't want to like rush in based on like, you know, what your friends might say or what you see like in a Hallmark movie or something like that. Like I'm getting that vibe. All right, so Amanda, you met at the airport. How interesting. The communication is whatever he called, I didn't answer because he didn't answer my. All right, so I'm curious if this is what you should be holding out for. So that's what that, like that page of cups, or the page of earth, I mean. Like maybe it's not, okay. So then that sort of changes it for me, like the way that I read these. You want someone who's generous, who likes to travel, who, you know, won't break your heart, who, you know, knows how to sort of temper the flow of things and model things for you. Like, you know, not be too so overbearing, or not, it's not all or nothing. Like there's a middle ground. Like those are the cards that I'm seeing there. So maybe it's sort of, maybe the advice is for you to understand what feels good to you and comfortable to you. And if you don't have, like, if my parents got divorced when I was very young. So it's like when I was old enough to start dating, I didn't have anything to model. So that's really coming up strong for me. So I'm wondering if that's a similar thing for you, like, or maybe because just things are so different. We had COVID, you know, everybody's so obsessed with technology. It's like there's no courting anymore, you know? So, well, 8 of Cups is walking away from a disappointment towards something that will serve you better. So, I mean, with the initial card that came out, and then these cards based, like red based off that initial card, and then this is the advice. I think it's telling you to, like, you know, sort of be like, step away from it, be objective. And if you were looking at it as if you were looking at your best friend in the whole world dating this person, what would you tell your best friend? And then like come back into your body and like tell yourself that same thing. Let me see. Sapphire was, yeah, I don't know. Like, I keep seeing the word like, I don't know. I think you have to really know yourself better before we can worry about this other guy. This Pisces like shouldn't hold this much space in your head if you're not positive to, where he fits. Like I think you need to decide what you want in a relationship before you just sort of throw caution to the wind and let whatever fall in, Like you have to set up boundaries for yourself, your mind, your heart, your body, and be really sure that even if you meet somebody at an airport, like that they check, the boxes off on a list of must-haves, for boundaries. So you don't get yourself wrapped up in something you can't get out of, or like say he's just like, what if he's a stage 5 clinger, like God forbid you like be into drugs and alcohol, or if he's gets you into situations you shouldn't be in, or like makes you feel like later maybe he's cuckoo and like gives a great first impression. I don't know. I would say just really like figure out who you are, who you want to be down the line, like what your long-term goals are, and then work backwards from there and try to judge any new relationships based on how well they fit into that plan. I know that's grandma advice, but it's truly what I'm feeling for you. I just don't I think you have to figure out like what your expectations are, but have them be realistic as far as like real world stuff. So I'm saying like for me, like I read all kinds of books and watched movies, and I had a really biased and unrealistic view of what relationships were like when I was first dating, because I didn't have parents that had a successful relationship. They didn't communicate well, and then I'm Gen X, so I raised myself. My parents were never home. I was a latchkey kid. I raised my brother. So, I'm surprised that I've been married for 20 years. Like, I can't believe it, because I really didn't, it wasn't a good start, because I didn't know how to set boundaries. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know anything. So I think that's a start. Like, start with you. You got your whole life to get if you pick a partner and like say you do get married. I know people don't really get married anymore, but you want it, you don't want to be miserable. You want to set yourself up to be fun and have a good partner and a friend and like somebody who doesn't make you guess and ask tarot cards what they're thinking. All right, kind of famous. So this offer was spending on me. Yeah. So if he's famous, maybe he doesn't know what he wants either, and he's worried about boundaries. But if you had like, maybe he just wants to hang out and be friends. But I would say don't go into anything thinking relationship. Go into like, always have a backup. Like meet up with him, be friendly with him, get to know him. But make it a point to like really talk and figure each other out before you do anything that would like, bond you to each other in any way energetically. Just just be friendly. If he wants to see you, let him ask you on a date and let him pay for things. Let him whatever you feel is comfortable and is part of the culture that you're looking to have be in your world. Everybody's different as far as like what they're like, what's comfortable to them, what's feeling, like what their family likes. Like if you love your family and you're always at your family's house, like you can't have somebody who never wants to meet your family. Like you can't date that guy or a girl, or whoever. You have to, it's definitely not, it's not the sexiest part of dating, but you got to make good decisions for yourself, and be ready and know what your expectations are. Like long term, like I said, work backwards. All right. So what's his thoughts, his feelings towards me? Because I am being out. Huh. All right. I'm going to pull 2 cards for you, Amanda. I'll tell you exactly what I think, and then we'll go from there. You have to report back. Let me know how the week goes, okay? Okay. I'm getting transformation. I don't know. Okay, so honestly, I think I've said this like 3 times. I think there might be something coming up for this Pisces, like in his family, where his environment changes because of a big transformation. So I don't know if and I mean, the death card's transformation doesn't have to mean literal death, but I think something might come up for him that it's like a pretty big transformation. So I don't know that his head is 100% in, cultivating a new relationship. So that's just my gut. Doesn't mean he doesn't like you, doesn't mean he's not thinking about you, just means that he's got there's things outside of his control that are tugging on his attention, and he has to do it first because it's like family related. And and this also is like the victory march, it's positive news. So maybe if you said he's kind of famous, maybe something's happening where he's going to get pulled away for something or other that involves his notoriety. And then, yeah, I think he's going to get pulled away. His attention will get pulled away for whatever makes him money. So I think he's always going to have a fear that if I don't do it now, it's not going to, this is the only moment I'll have to do it. So I think that's just sort of taking his attention away from you. I hate to say it, but let me know if I'm right. Hopefully I'm not. And this guy is, he's going to come out with his feelings and completely shock all of us. All right. RSN. Yeah. Update me, please. I hope you, I wish you the best. Okay. RSN. Is someone coming towards me for a relationship, love, or fling in these 2 coming months? All right. Let's see. End the year romance. Hopefully. That would be nice. All right. We got to focus on getting RSN a new job. There are some beautiful hearts that work in the pet industry. So if you are to get a job in the, you might meet some pretty cool, loving, kind, empathetic, compassionate, bleeding hearts, that will be, and if you're, I don't know if you are into rescuing or fostering, or you could even get you can do for work, you might take up with charities, different things like that. Kangaroo, you feel like there's more to life than what you're living, so it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to what might make you happy. Either way, you're in control. So this is a Chariot. Hang on. There's something like to allow. Oh, I think my son's trying to come in. Oh no, did I screw it up? All right, good romance is also healthy. You bet. So we have the Chariot here. So I think it's you have to shift your energy. So it's good that you're actually asking this question. I like that, rather than this, because if you're putting it out into the universe, it means that it's important to you. So now that we're sort of figuring out the job thing, you feel like you might have something that lands. Now it can maybe focus on we're always talking about work-life balance. So let's talk about the life part. Oh, okay. The Prince of Winter. Decisive, focused, driven, impulsive, thoroughbred horse. Get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion to make your decisions quickly. Okay, where I was saying like slow down and like go backwards from your boundaries and needs. Yeah, maybe it might come a lot quicker than you think. Yeah, be ready with what you. So I'd say be logical now, because what this is telling me, at least energetically, is that you're gonna meet somebody where you have a lot of chemistry. So even though it will be like a good connection, um, yeah, it might be just so distracting that you don't really think about where your boundaries are. I like that for you. Good. All right. Feelings. What's the word? Cannot. That's interesting. Amanda, I said, like, I have a feeling that something's like pulling him away from the focusing on a relationship. Like all of a sudden, it's like, yes, you get to know each other, you have good chemistry, like things are going well, you're talking, you're chatting, and then all of a sudden he's going to have a change, or she, or whatever. They're going to have a change that comes in, and then they're going to have to focus on that thing. So it's going to take away the prioritization of a relationship. So that's just my vibe. I hope I'm wrong. Doesn't mean that you're not still in the picture. It just means that he can't put as much attention on the relationship with you as this other thing. And it might be very fast and over, or it might be like, you said he's kind of famous. So like what that says to me is like maybe he has an opportunity to do something really big where he has to travel for it, takes him away like for a long period of time. He's got to like, he's got to do whatever he does for work. He's got to really put his all into that and be available for that. So it's just, he's not going to have as much time to dedicate towards building a relationship. Okay, back to RSN. It's a him. Thank you. Now that has got you thinking. Okay, RSN. So, so this is so 10 of winter. So at the end of a long road. So it's like so the card I'm thinking of isn't this image, but it's somebody who's holding like, 10, well, actually it's like complete. So it'll be a transformation. Like tomorrow's a new day. So the fact that you're thinking, like it's got you thinking, that's good, because it means that it's like, I think you need to, energetically open up to what's possible. And once you do that, like you'll be surprised with how, tangible energy feels to you, especially like with like personal relationships. Whereas like I think you're like what you focus on, I think comes to you quickly. I think you're magnetic. I think you're like, you're focused, you know how to do manifestation and to like focus on what you need. But yeah, when you put your thoughts and energy into romance, I think it's going to surprise you that you're pretty magnetic. So it's like, it might be fun at first, but it's also like, there's potential to kind of make bad decisions. Not that that's as long as you can get yourself out of them, I suppose it's not always bad, right? Okay. Okay, so this is like the 6th of spring. This is the Hero's March again. So this is like you're getting like a lot of attention. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling like hopeful for you, RSN. I think you're going to be surprised. It's sort of like I think like just maybe take stock and like when you make eye contact with someone, talk a little bit longer than you would, like even just like try to be a little bit more chatty, like in your day to day, like, and see where it gets you. Just like sort of take stock of like the interaction and the energy that you feel back and forth with, like, it could be strangers. You could be going to Dunkin' Donuts for like coffee and a donut, and then just like, but chit chat, like try to start chit chatting, and then it'll bring you into like a different vibe, and then take stock and then report back. I'm excited for you. Okay, so yeah, I think you're going to be really successful. Anything that you put your mind to, it shows that you'll get it. So It's like just really knowing your mind, knowing your boundaries, knowing what you want long term, like how it fits into the environment that you are creating for yourself. Like work-life balance. Does that mean like, is it all in one, or is it completely separate from one another? Like, where are you going to live? Like, I know that we had maybe even talked about, like, I don't know if you're going to be moving cities for the job, but if you're offered a job, like, what if you have to move a city? So I would just say right now, like, really just start practicing your game, like I said, change your, be open up your energy, be willing to, like, make a lot of eye contact, definitely start chatting, look for things that you might have in common with different people that you meet, and get used to just like quickly chatting, getting to know someone, and then using that to your advantage, like once you're settled and you know where you want to be, and then you're ready for that next relationship, even if it's short term, But my advice has always been to stay true to yourself, but be honest with everybody else. Like, honest and open communication is the key to any relationship, because I've learned that the hard way. It's like, even if you're just dating, like I have one friend that always joined, and he's, he just wanted to date. So these, he's a good looking guy, and the girls would just fall head over heels in love with him, but he would have to say, look I'm not dating one person. I really want to just kind of, see what feels right for me, and then go with that. And like the better he got at just being honest from the day one, like, it made it easier on everybody, because then they could just have fun together, and kind of they decided the rules together, and then nobody had expectations that, were not met. And it's just, and then there's no disappointment. It's just sort of like, okay, we had fun, let's stay friends. Best of luck to you. Hope you find, whatever it is you're looking for. All right. Okay, Arson. Oh, Amanda said, will that happen? It kind of feels like it, but you'd have to report back to me, Amanda, and let me know. Okay? Okay, RSN, I'm looking forward to it for you as well. You're going to give it a go. Awesome. All right. You too. And then, so the card thing about him is a protection. Amanda. So yeah. So RSN, like, definitely report back, and best of luck, and you can do it. And Amanda, I think that the card, so I pulled cards for you, and I told you what they said to me. So for me, like, I asked the cards how he felt about you, and that he likes you a lot, but something in his world is going to shift dramatically, that is going to take his attention away from relationships, and he has to just focus on that. I don't know how long it'll be. So I don't know if I guess we could say it's a prediction, but you're going to have to be the one that tells me if it comes true or not, because I don't know him. All right. Oh, we got does that say, is that Liz? Hi. How's welcome. Okay, RSN update. Yes, please. Okay. Welcome. Okay, how does A think about me currently? All right, let's figure it out. If everybody subscribed, you'll I've just had a big move, so it's I'm not as regimented with the schedule for Tarot Tuesdays as I should be. Today's we call it Witchy Wednesday now, but if you subscribe to the channel, all the readings are free. I don't really need anything from anyone. I just want you to be able to know when I go live, and it'll alert you if you subscribe and hit the bell. All right. A, think of Liz. Ace of Cups. Definitely. Is this a new relationship, Liz? Is this like a new? Is it something new, fresh? Yeah, because I mean, Ace of Cups is new love, new romance, new offer, new feelings, emotions, feeling security. Not material security, like emotional security. What's that? Okay. Oh, thanks, son. Okay, so no, separated. All right. All right, let me clarify. Oh, this flew out. Four of Pentacles. Okay. So there might be like concerns around money, security, sort of being left out in the cold. That can be emotionally. These two together could be like one person feels like a disconnection or left out. You know, they don't fit in they don't fit together anymore. Let me see what else. Ace of Cups is nice. So, but the challenge, so this is a challenge card that I put over it. So the Ace of Cups is fantastic. So it could be a brand new relationship, but if we're talking about A, like in your question, then it means there could be a renewal of emotions, you know? I don't know if that's what you want. But, you know, the challenge might just always being like like the feeling that you just can't quite get back to that click is what this tells me. I hardly see because he would just be here. Amanda, so if anybody's on Facebook, I have a page. It's called Circle of Besties Metaphysical online metaphysical shop. I will, you know what, I wish I had my moderator here because I could put it in the chat, but go on Facebook and look up Circle of Besties online metaphysical shop, and then if you subscribe to that page on Facebook, I you know, I'll also do messages there, and I'm also on Instagram, Circle of Besties. So that might be those three: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are where you'll get notified if I'm on. I'm going to try to do it more often. I have a lot of time, so I might as well, right? Okay, so you and yeah, so you're not talking, so that Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. So just a lot of disappointment. Like I'm getting disappointment, focusing on the things that don't work versus the things that do, feeling left out, less like not there, like there's no click anymore. And a Nine of Wands, like I don't know if A has a lot of anxiety or even like almost a panic disorder, or like one of you is a worrywart, or there's just like a lot of like stress. It could be over money, you know, like the Four of Pentacles also is like just feeling like you can never get caught up with money or, you know, tangible material things that, or you're not on the same page. And the Seven of Cups like tells me that there just could be too many things to worry about, where you never seem like there's no like process of fixing the things. There's no prioritization. So you have a lot of issues to talk through, but not one of them feels like the biggest priority to get that one through, then the next one, then the, you know, so it's just kind of like overwhelming. Oh, hardly. Okay. Oh, just trying to move on. Yeah. All right. Well, but here's the thing. Like the Ace of Cups is a really good sign that maybe, you know, it's time to wipe the slate clean with him or with somebody new. And the Six of Swords is traveling from a very rocky like landscape and like, you know, rocky waters, and like floating over to calm, you know, calm waters where like, you know, like a new shore where things are easier. So I think I see you succeeding. Oh, we got the Sun. So anything that's negative in a reading, the Sun completely negates it. Or, well, that's the wrong word. It makes it okay. You know, like it takes away all, like it, the sun overrides all the negative cards. So I think those cards that I told you before were just giving me some background on what you're facing. But the sun and the Six of Swords means that, you know, you will make it through. You will find something better, and it's going to be better suited to you. So, and then that Ace of Cups is like, it's a new relationship, and that could even be with yourself if you think about it. Seven of Wands. Yeah. So it's like you're beating yourself up. You're thinking, oh gosh, you know, like, I don't know if you tend to overthink. I do for sure. So it's like if you're putting scenarios in your mind like, oh, this will never work, or that will never work, or I won't meet this person, or this or that. Like I think, so the sun overrides that card. So I think it's just getting into the right energy, being hopeful, like maybe just practicing affirmations. I know it feels cheesy to some, but it just, even reading something out loud, like the Oracle card that I read, like, that has a hopeful message and that reminds you that, you know, you don't have to come up with the words. So I always have trouble coming up with the words. And then I read something like, I'll pull another one, but, you know, I'll read something and be like, well, okay, like, let me reset my attitude in a way, you know? All right. That's good. Liz, you got this. All right, Amanda, hang on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you're an overthinker like me, then yeah, this is, we have to find tools that help us reset our brains every day in a way so that we're hopeful. So remember we saw the hope card. There's a number of different things that you can do online. Like I don't know if you follow social media, but you can even have an email sent to your inbox every morning that, that has a positive affirmation for the day. So I would just say go online, if you're on Facebook or Instagram or even YouTube, and like just search on positive affirmations, daily positive affirmations, and then see if you can't set yourself up to receive them, or set a reminder on your phone to seek one out every morning. There's a lot of YouTube readers that do dailies, like right in the morning, and they really helped me reset my motivations for the day, especially when you're like in the doldrums. Like if you've gone through a breakup and like you don't know where to start, it's like it just helps. So I got Imagine for you. I love this artist. So the wisdom. You see the owl with the widespread wings. So wisdom, just like opening yourself up to new wisdom. I'll get that book. Because here, I'll have to do it like this. Visualize freedom, live. So the imagination is the golden pathway to everywhere. Terence McKenna is who said that. So what you imagine in your own mind is solely yours if you decide to keep it that way. This is truly such an amazing concept. Your thoughts are endless even at night when you dream. You can store all of your thoughts and visions and not run out of space. You can choose to live in your own special world or choose to express your visions through art, writing, acting, or countless other forms. Now the choice is yours. A blank canvas, movie screen, or play is waiting for you to create, direct, and star in. Be a free spirit and cultivate your imagination with your beautiful dreams. Make your dreams a reality. So the intention with this card is wear your own crown, dance and be free, let your inner voice speak, paint your dreams vivid and bright. Isn't that lovely? So, there might be a lot of different opportunities to like I don't know if you, I was a drama kid in high school. So if that's something that you love doing, like maybe you can join a community theater or an improv class, or, get out and do something that's just yours, that's only yours, like something that like A would never have done. or like thought it was nerdy or picked on you for it. Or like if you like to sing, join a choir. If you like to play volleyball, go join, like there's a league. You can bowl. You can, COVID's over. Everybody's picking back up with the clubs and the different hobbies. So I would say, get out there and just start meeting people that love to do what you really love to do, that stuff that feeds your soul. And then you'll meet you'll click, I think we get paired up when we're so young, and then we think we have to, like, we change so much, like through the decades, 30s, 40s. I don't know how old you are, but I mean, I changed so much in I met my husband in my 20s. I like completely changed by the time I was 35, and then completely changed again by the time I was 45. Now I'm almost 50, and it's like, we love each other to death, but we had to grow together. And like, there were so many times that it's like, I don't know if, like you don't click. So you have to fight to keep the click. But if it's just if you just can't do it, then like, but you want that love in your life, you want a partner, you want someone to, to hang with, then, go find someone you click with now, like in this moment. And then forgive A for not being the person that you need now, Okay. I'm checking the chat here. Oh, good. Yes, we do evolve. Heck yeah. I did not read the update, Amanda. Hang on. Okay. Update my ex, Gemini. Been calling every now and then, but I'm being cool with him. He will say things, but I don't even take it seriously. It's just kind of light-hearted to me. It's weird. Well, Amanda, I think, like, especially if you're on a channel like this watching a live tarot card reading, you're probably very intuitive. And I just chatted with a good friend of mine, and like we said that like the people in our lives that all of a sudden we're like, that's weird. It's because it feels like whatever they're doing feels ingenuine. Like, so as you get older, you'll become like a human lie detector, especially if you're intuitive, empathetic, passionate, like into woo stuff. Like, you're just an energy reader, right? So you're going to know when people aren't being honest or genuine, or if they've got like some sort of agenda that doesn't serve you. They also call it red flags, right? So when you're young and it's fun and it's flirty, it's like no big deal. But like as you get older, like you really don't want to deal with that at all. Like you just weed out the people that, feel ingenuine to you. So I would say like with the Gemini, like unless it serves you in some way, or if there's something that you're getting from the exchange, like I would just say like move forward, weeding out the people that feel weird to you, because you'll just thank yourself later for not wasting your time. Just because you think you like, I don't know, like you want romance, you want attention, you want love, you want like flirtation, you want, intimacy, all the things that like you think you need to be happy. Like if you put yourself first in your list of priorities as to like what makes you happy, like you'll find that a lot of that other stuff just falls away. Like, and then you're going to be focused on people that bring that feeling of security and comfort, and like that sense of like the sense of like you'll know it's what's true. Then that's what you seek, like to be filled up with, versus just something to talk about, I guess. But again, like I said, I'm an old lady now, so I've been through too much to like. I remember the 20s and how it was just exciting to like to have someone to flirt with. So I don't know if I'm the best person for advice here. Like recently said, like if I wanted to be his girlfriend again and in on no, I would definitely stay like, well, trust your gut and like remember how you felt. Like, why'd you break up? Like, and then like what was your relationship? Like, was it Was it one of those relationships that were just sort of surface level and then you put a title on it because it was easier to define to people that you hung out with or maybe your family? Or, like really like think about like how you felt when you were dating him and like why did you break up and how did you, even better, how did you feel after you broke up? Like, do you miss him? Like what do you find yourself like thinking about him? Like, like if you go to a movie, like, there are different ways that we think about people or we associate them like in our world, into our worlds. So like, I would just sort of write down everything you like about him, do a pros and cons list and do everything that like, and write down how you feel. Like, this is all about you. So, if you wanted to be his girlfriend again, then, you need to figure out how it benefits you and like, what are your goals long-term? And then I guess you'd have to figure out how to best communicate with one another. Because if it was a mess before, like if you're going to do it over again, you have to have new rules. I can't really hang on one second. When I said no, he played it off. Yeah, if you felt better after the breakup, maybe it's just a life lesson. Remember, that saying where people come into your life to teach you a lesson, right? They aren't meant to be there forever. So chalk it up to that. Stay friendly. Say you'll always care about them, but you wish them the best. And then, go find your happy, because it's like when you find your happy and the person that's right for you, it's undeniable. Or choose you over that choose you every time, like if you're searching, then you're searching, but you're still choosing you, because you're not going to choose the wrong thing just so you can say you say you're in a relationship. Like, that's called codependency. And I think there's even therapists for that. But, everybody's different. I'm, like I said, I'm not an awesome love coach because I've been married to the same guy for 20 something years. We got married when we were young and we just made it work through every single battle. Okay. All right. Amanda, we'll finish out with you, and then I'm going to do our flip of the coin, and then I'm going to log off for this week, but I'll be back on. So go ahead and type in your last question. Yeah. Amanda, I would just tell him that, just say what I told you. Like, people come into your life for a reason. So you're in each other's world for a reason. You're part of, each other's story about growing up. You learn lessons together, and that you stay friendly, and then you can share your successes as you get older. Like, social media is wonderful for keeping in touch with people, but it doesn't mean that you have to, just because you once felt like, a commitment level about this guy doesn't mean that you have to again. Okay. Yeah. You're not trapped. It's the 8 of Swords. You're definitely not trapped in that. Can I ask what Jay the Pisces? All right. I told you, Amanda, I really feel like something's coming up for him where he's going to be distracted. And it's not your fault. It's because of something that's like in his family, something in his family or work, or if he does whatever he does for work, like something's going to come up for him that's going to take him away, it's going to take his attention away from you. And that's not a bad thing. It's just, it'll be, if it's meant to be, it'll don't take it personally if it does happen. Just know that, it's just bigger than what he can give in the moment. But it doesn't mean that he doesn't like you. It just means that that's going to take priority, because I think there's a timing thing around it. Like, he'll feel like there's no other time to do that for himself. okay, Seven of Swords. So this is, okay. So this is like competition. Like he's in a lot of like, it's like a, yeah. Okay. This just reinforces exactly what I just said. Like there's no other time but now, like but the present to take advantage of this thing that approaches for him. So he's not, it's not you. It's an opportunity for him that he can't say no to. Okay, so yeah, I keep getting work for him. I don't know, like something's going to happen with his work, or he's going to get an opportunity he can't say no to, and it's going to take away his attention. So more work cards. Ace of Pentacles. Offer, a job offer. We want to stay in touch. Not getting like heavy love cards or anything. Like, I'm not getting a lot of cards about emotions. I'm just like, I think his focus shifts. The Hermit. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to follow his own light there for a little bit. He's going to follow his own path. He's going to go he's going to be introspective and thinking about what serves him and like what, you know, what his path is. And then, I mean, I really, you know, I hope I really, you know, would advise you to do the same. He's going to think like, if I don't take this opportunity now, I'm never going to be able to be successful in the thing I want to do for money. He's like, I gotta do it myself. Like, it's all on me. So, and then after, like, once he feels secure with money and with what he wants to do, then he'll be ready for stability. But until then, I don't see it. It's not going to be, like I just said, his focus will be pulled. All right. All right. No, I think he has potential for the King of Cups is like, you know, the ultimate, you know, it's somebody who's like, you know, like really like in control of his emotions, his wants, his needs. He's very, you know, he's passionate. He's empathetic. He is a great partner. He's a good, you know, you know, the relationship would be strong. It would be focused. It would, he would prioritize it. It's just until this thing that pulls his focus, and then he won't be able to be the King of Cups until that passes. So I'm not sure what that is. Oh, good. Will we stay in touch? Yeah, I feel like, so the magician thing there, that could be for you, where it's like, you know, you make the best of it. I would just say stay friendly and stay in touch, but, you know, keep your communications very honest. Like, you know, if he says, okay, you know, I've got to move for work, and then be like, well, can we stay in touch? How do you feel about that? Why don't ask him straight out? I'd love to stay in touch and you know, like, see where this goes. Can we, you know, how do you feel about that? You can ask these questions. And then if he says, I truly don't know how I feel about it, I feel so distracted, then be like, well, you know, let's you know, make it a priority to return each other's calls and do this or that. Like, you can talk through like how you want to, you know, move forward. And that can start now, but I don't even know if this has happened or what it is at all. So you'll have to let me know. All right. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you for joining today. It was so nice chatting and reconnecting with a lot of you. So I'm going to do my my yes, no coin. So I have it in my hand here. I'm trying to get the good angle. Okay. So ask yourself a yes or no. So a yes or no question. So it would be answered with yes or no. And I'm going to flip the coin. Ready? Here we go. Okay. And landed on no. So hopefully that's a good no. Thank you all for being here again. And like I said, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook is where you'll find me. Circle of Besties. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all.